Electronics are getting fried in space, a new invention called liquid light. And is it possible to turn human skin into a remote control? Those are our stories in today's Industry News Update. Long trips in space are leading to fried electronics. The cause is cosmic radiation, and it's making it difficult to travel to Mars. Repairing electronics in space is next to impossible on the long trips necessary to get astronauts to Mars. And since electronics are critical to mission success, astrobiologists at NASA have been working on a plan, and they think they might have the answer, using microbes to turn Martian dust into printed electronics. The vision is to use synthetic biology or genetic engineering to enable a smart manufacturing process that can use the Martian atmosphere and natural resources to print new electronics. Circuits of broken electronics mixed with Martian soil and gases will be ground into a slurry. The mixture can be purified into the metals needed for new tech by added organisms that eat the silicon. A second wave of engineered microbes will then be sent in to collect different metals. Once everything is separated, the metals collected can be used to print new electronics. Today, rovers and satellites are stranded when space radiation destroys their electronics. Printing new components in space will make getting further from Earth much easier. Already, the team is using modified E. coli bacteria to biomine copper to turn it into printer ink. The next step is to build actual transistors out of biomined metals, and then the hope is to set up the printing tech on the moon to test the mining in space. And creating smaller and more powerful electronics has become the new norm, and now a team from Cambridge is joining the ranks with a new invention they call liquid light. Liquid light is a light switch that relies on the interaction between electricity and a liquid form of light using Polariton Bose-Einstein condensate. The new state of matter is generated by trapping light between mirrors spaced a few microns apart. When the light interacts with a semiconductor material, it creates a mixture that is half light, half matter. By putting a bunch of these polaritons into a small space, it creates a condensate, a light matter fluid that spins clockwise or counterclockwise. Applying an electric field to the liquid light can control its spin, switching between up and down states. As it spins, it emits light. That light carries the spin direction up or down as information through optical fibers for communication. The team says the switch unifies the best properties of electronics and optics into one tiny device. The new invention helps solve issues like converting information between electrical and optical signals and allows for more room to help squeeze more transistors into smaller devices. And we've all worn them, but I bet you never thought a temporary tattoo could turn you into a remote control. Well, of course not literally, but Microsoft Research and MIT Media Lab are pushing boundaries for wearable electronics. The collaboration resulted in DuoSkin, a metallic temporary tattoo that once applied to human skin actually can function as a remote for personal electronics. Made of gold metal leaf, the tattoos are durable enough to withstand typical human movements, and once painted on the body, patterns resemble standard user interfaces. Users can choose from 3 possible interfacing options, allowing the tattoo to be used for volume control, trackpads, and as NFC tags to communicate with other devices and even share data. Of course, there are still pitfalls, and controls are limited so far. But with some refinement, the tattoos have the potential to replace controls for personal and even home electronics. That's it for this week's Industry Update. Make sure you stay tuned next week for more news in electronics, automation, and robotics.